cannot wait, and we don't have to because the launch is out. It's the first grab by game for the neighbors. Down the floor, down the line, and already they get their first two.
That was so fast. Game to Jaywalker, 7 seconds.
How aggressive, and look at all these piles across the floor. No one's standing still.
You know, the margins of error here are minuscule. Game lock shot. Is that going to be on? Oh my goodness, 30 meters out. The neighbors have taken a 5-point lead off of that turnover, and that long time now moving in on the edge of the bubble. They have a 3v2 developing unless that stack gets in. Shut off the backboard. Sweet Tooth gets a beautiful save. We'll send that one out. Vicious unable to get the recovery, though. It will be back in the hands of the neighbors. Jaywalker resetting to game there on the back line, moving on in. Palace pressures. Game sends it to time. Corner. Pocket. Hits it. 5-point lead.
Beautiful shot by Time. That's another player to watch out for.
So literally right now, Sweet Tooth here on the near side wants to send it. We'll go. Oh my! That was a shot. That was a shot. That was a calculated shot, and it was on its way in. That was impressive, though. That will ice it. This goal will ice it as well. Rockside will put it in for the two. That will be a 7-point lead to the neighbors to end round one, 16-9.
All right, years of chemistry. So it's definitely a test, but they are showing that veterancy now, and round two is going to be supremely important now for Vicious to come out of the gates hot as Jaywalker, another shot, identical to what we saw opening the first round, didn't we?
It was game to Jaywalker. Mistake Vicious has to capitalize on. Matthew will send that one out. It's a bad clear, but they get it picked up. Matthew again with it as Sweet Tooth moving up. Sweet Tooth open goal, sets it. Hits it for the three, and Vicious for the first time in this game have the lead.
My goodness, that was just opportunities. We see one there that's just closed off and swinging around into the carousel. Whoa! Oh, but doesn't sell. Sweet Tooth just as well with the great clamps defensively putting a cork in it and saying, no, you can't come in my house, neighbors. I'm going to go over to yours.
No.
And Sweet Tooth the pass, Matthew the shot, and that is a sweet play coast to coast.
That.
Please shout out to Dash, of course, too, who's very well acquainted with these championship players here at J-Rocks and Game. As a shot goes and makes it a game. Palace right down the middle and was able to find it before the defense could have come. Snagged out by Palace. They've got 22 seconds to make something special happen. A pass deep down to Zach. They've got to reach deep down and go to town. Oh, Zach takes the lead, and there's no time. It's going to be a round two the way of Viciously.
On that bounce here in the trench. Looks like possibly a turnover will be Roxanne with that recovery. Sends it out.
And recovering just as well. Jay, oh, no motions wasted and wasted them. 3 points. And we see Jay for the third straight round, starting it off with a score.
And no more left side relay. You see that? You see what they did there. You saw Neighbors bid on it. Unfortunately, it does not quite work out. Neighbors are going to be able to recover their recovery. Jaywalker. Oh. Zach gets a piece of it, but not enough. 5-point lead.
Time left to spare as Zach now just being spared the steal, but still gets it intercepted anyways as that stack blazes on by. Now picking it up from the bottom to the top. Jaywalker makes it drop every single time, it seems.
There we go. That's a minimum of, so yeah, it looks like round three likely in the hands here of the Neighbors as they maintain this possession here. With only a minute to go. Time sends out, beautiful three there. They're back up 16 points here, and yes, that should spell round
underdog essentially coming in here. We obviously had a 1-on-1 series, but man, oh man, did Neighbors pull away in this round with 20 seconds left. I mean, bracket reset, they're one round away from making that happen potentially. Wow. So Vicious really needs to collect them.
Series, if Vicious take this round, we'll go to round 5, and it'll be kind of a do or die for them. Well, not do or die because there's still that bracket. Jay Walker, Rocks Titan, Rocks brings it in. Once again, the Neighbors will get the first goal in the round there. You want to run that clock a little bit. Waiting until the other team forces you to put it in is not the worst decision to make, in my opinion.
I think you're correct. I was just, wow. Correcting course, of course. Jaywalker with the encore, and it's always... It's a gimme. It's a lane.
Zach W. stunned out. Disc is loose. 25 seconds. The next goal will likely win this round as time sends that one out. Jaywalker uncontested. Puts it in. The Neighbors in the final 20 seconds will take round 4 and will take this best of 3 series. Jaywalker handling this one near side again. That stack attacking aggressively here. Oh, that's a big turnover. Sweet Tooth gets that one picked off, sends it for the 3. That is a pick 3 for Vicious. They are in the lead, 9-6.
Sweet Tooth.
Stack gets it away. That was Game, excuse me. Headbutt that one away from Zach. Good shield there from Sweet Tooth, but then loses it to Game. Game looking at a 1v1 against Zach. Zach in the lane, cannot get the grab. Game, beautiful shot for the 3. 9 meters out, 18 meters a second. And the neighbors have taken the lead.
Like that, whereas, the start was very, very nice for Vicious. At this point, the neighbors have gotten their mojo back. So they've got to get it going. Oh, and they will get it going. Game, that is. He calls it and nails it as he does. Like I said, all rely off. They go. Important plays, didn't we? They need to act quickly.
They need to act very quickly. Matthew sending it in. A bounce there. Jaywalker reads it perfectly. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez.
Wow.
Oh. Murder on I.
There's Zach. There he sends it back to mid. Palace with a good recovery. Palace lining it up. Palace sends it off the barrier. Will be collected by Matthew. Open goal off the barrier again. Gets his 3rd time as a charm. Matthew puts it in for the 3, although he had a teammate in the goal ready for the headbutt steal. Credit steal. Sweet Tooth, who will try to turn this one around now for Vicious.
Smart decision there on the reset, but they still need the other end of that puzzle. The stacks, they got it. They got it. Oh. What an unusual bounce, but you know what? Points are points. As Matt go for the receiver, they knew when to dive on the QB. They are swarming them right now. The neighbors' defense, that is, as they go for that long shot. Finds a home. Yes, sir. Won't you be my neighbor?
Wow.
Now, and find themselves in a 3-point lead.
Not able to get that one out. Matthew picks it up, though. We'll clear it all the way out. Matthew looking together. No, it'll actually be, was that Zach?
Oh!
I think it was Zach W on the far side sending it in. Jaywalker got a hand on it, but not enough. Jaywalker here 3 minutes ago in this 2nd round. And Vicious looking to make this at least a 4-rounder once again, at least. This Game moves in the edge of the bubble. So, what a goal. Goalie was stunned out. Game saw it. There was good communication. Hits it.
Left in round 2. Rocks the deep fling. Dangerous one, in fact. Caught by Game. And now saved by Sweet.
Beautiful save there by Sweet Tooth. Sending that one out. But, Game. Oh, wow. Sweet got stunned out that time. Game hits it off the backboard at a very steep angle. 9-meter 3. And look at that. The neighbors. They send it out again. Jaywalker, 5 seconds, sends it across. Game, not able to play it. They get it cleared, and Vicious have taken round 2, 15-12.
Oh, man, I was tensed up in my seat. I couldn't even.
Got stunned out immediately. Rockside gets it back with Game on his back. Sends that one. Game with a good boost in. Uncontested currently. Will not miss from 4 meters out. Good for the 2. And that will be the first goal here of round 3. And that's the first time.
Okay, so also important juncture, obviously, in this last best of 5 here for the North American champions. A quick launch out there. Perfect pass. Perfection on the finish. Time. And they wasted none of it. 7.
Game sends that one out. Jaywalker on the far side, stacked with time. Jaywalker now sends it, not the time, excuse me, over to Game. Game, edge of the bubble. Game moving on in. Sends it to Rocks. Rocks challenged by the goalie. Gets it in for the 2. And with that, with us about 30 seconds remaining on the clock.
And perfection is the name of this game now because they need it if they want to get back in the lead and control. But control is lost. All hope is lost. And dropping it, it's Jaywalker saying this one is ours. Seconds are clutch. Experience, I've said it over and over. They've been there, they've done that. Will they do it again? Rocks tight in and a finish from time. They are absolutely rolling here, looking like a well-oiled machine.
Indeed.
And awareness, as now it's very well aware. They've got the defense kind of at the mercy, just trying to drag them out and now really play out these 8 minutes of clutch time. And clutching it up indeed, right through the midst, and 4 points going to neighbors to start.
Getting that 2 in there for the neighbors. 4-point lead now to the neighbors. Just under 2 minutes off of the clock. And Sweet Tooth there, far side. Sweet Tooth sends it, hits it. Beautiful 3 points there from Sweet Tooth to put Vicious on the board, bring him back within 1.
That is.
They want to end this now. They're down by 5 right now. Game soft pass here to Jay. That stack is not broken up. Beautiful shields. Ooh. They get it stunned out. Matthew with the recovery. Matthew sends it. Matthew hits it. They're up by 8.
Matthew, the Devastator here, captaining his squad.
Neighbors can score here. Oh my goodness, that's just one. They're going to get this one collected. They set it in and stopped on the edge of the goal. This one out of the level, 14 seconds. If Fish has stopped this, we will go to round 5. That disc is loose down the floor. Rocks Titan looking to send it. Rocks Titan up the game. Game gets the open goal. He hits it. The Neighbors are North American champions.
Oh my